Hello everyone, welcome to Maker Price Prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, and starting on the weekly chart here we are looking at the all-time history for Maker, where we are looking at an A, B and a C three waves toward the upside, finishing a wave W or a wave A. After this, we would like to see another three waves toward the downside to finish a wave X or a wave B. The difference between both case scenarios here that we have of course probably a regular flat as 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and 5 waves up for a wave C. This is your regular flat where you would like to finish a wave C at 1-to-1 fib level at 6,418. In the case of a WXY, you are looking at a zigzag toward the upside, zigzag toward the downside, and another possible zigzag toward the upside again, or it can be as well as a flat or as a triangle structure for your wave Y. This is the difference, of course, between your wave C, which should be impulsive, or a contracting diagonal 5 waves, while your wave Y should be 3 structure wave or a triangle. Now, in this case scenario, we are still, of course, looking at the formation of this zigzag toward the downside, where we have already 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished for your wave A, and looking at an A, B, and a C toward the upside as well, finished for a wave B. Your wave C in the yellow count here has to be, of course, 5 waves toward the downside as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, if you take a look at this wave 1 here, and we zoom in a little bit, we see that this wave 1 doesn't look so much impulsive, and that because probably of the length and the count of this wave 3. So if we take here as a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, you see that your wave 3 doesn't really count as an impulse for 5 waves, unless we move a little bit further inside it on the daily chart here, and we catch, of course, a little bit much better information. But here we go, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5 for your wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave 2 again, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, in this case scenario, as you can see, your wave 1 is a very shallow wave 1 that you cannot see it on the weekly, but on the daily it is very clear. Now, we have an extended wave 5, that's fine, but the important thing is that your wave 3 is not the shortest between your wave 1 and your wave 5, meaning this is a valid impulse towards the downside, and we can count it, of course, as a wave 3. Now, in case that you have, of course, here as a wave 3, that's fine. You would like to see as 1, 2, 3, 4. Your wave 4 has interfered now with your wave 1, which is not allowed as a rule in Elliott wave. And this is kind of like invalidation, of course, of this impulse toward the downside, meaning turning this impulse into an A, B, and a C. In this case scenario, if this is an A, B, and a C, it doesn't mean that this cannot be impulsive still toward the downside or a motive wave. It can be, of course, a contracting diagonal, because it is the only way that you can have, of course, a motive wave toward the downside through a zigzag is a contracting diagonal. Your contracting diagonal should start with a zigzag for your wave 1 and continue as a zigzag for your wave 2, and of course unfolding another zigzag for your wave 3, 4, and a 5, the same, of course, zigzags formation in all waves. In that case scenario, I would suggest, of course, a formation here of a contracting diagonal for a wave C, considering, of course, the zigzag in your first wave, of course, of that motive wave. So your wave C here might finish, of course, in a contracting diagonal. Preferably that we hit, of course, the 1-to-1 fib level at 320, and then start to move towards the upside, right, into the wave C, the big wave C, or the wave Y in case we are in WXY. Now, the time required to finish, of course, this wave C first in between those level. By the way, I would like to mention as well that there is a case scenario as well that this can be WXY, which it can be finished between 0.618 and 1-to-1 fib level as well. Yeah, so it can be even an A, B, and a C as well. It is not necessarily even to be only a contracting diagonal, because also when we want to finish this as a contracting diagonal, it's gonna look even like an ABC, like a zigzag. So basically, this is the insight. However, both have the same targets, I would say, and both can finish exactly in the one-to-one flip level. These counts should be all in the same place. Yeah, so what is the time required to finish this wave C? So if we take the time now taken from the wave A to the wave B, and we look after a wave C in a regular flat. Here we go. So this is your perfect time to finish almost your wave C, I would say between the 0.618 and the one-to-one fib level. So if we have our blue box here, this is the perfect time, of course, to finish this wave C and then to start to look for higher prices. So if we add a little bit here, the path of the downtrend, that would be perfect. Let's put it in red. And also after this, of course, we would like to see higher prices for a wave C, probably as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, as an impulse, 5 waves, right? Your wave 3 should be the longest, so probably this pass, or it can be as well as a zigzag toward the upside, right? For your wave Y. Yeah, but basically, this is the scenario that we are looking for. Now we can even on the weekly have the time for the bullish scenario. I mean for the wave C, in case we would like to know the time where we can finish this wave C. Now your wave C downside would like, of course, to be finished on December 2025, probably hitting the 320. Now it can start even before on April 2025. It can be a fast wave, but yeah, basically these are the scenarios. If we want to look a little bit for the time for a bigger wave C here, we can take, of course, this time taken from the A, and based on this wave C, in case we hit exactly the one-to-one fib level, yeah, I would say that this is gonna be, of course, yeah, very, very far time, but basically your wave C or your wave Y might end at this time, which is in 2028, which is still very, very far time from now. Yeah, basically maker movement is always in the same waves. It is very known in that you can use something called like a grid bot for it, which yeah, it makes this grid bot can work on such chart that are just sideways. Yeah, it can be very profitable for such a chart. Yeah, I used this one time, but it was really good. Yeah, it was really good. So basically, that's it for a maker. So to recap very fast, we're looking, of course, for a contracting diagonal probably, or a zigzag here to hit the $320 around the April 2025 and December 2025 to hit this target. That was it for maker. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comment. See you in the next one. Bye bye.